everybody, welcome back to the homestead. I'm actually out in a field that was burned last year that is absolutely loaded with wild blueberries. If you look behind me, well, what you'll see a couple of things. One is a lot of dead trees. So what happened is that this area was controlled burned. It was intentionally burned in order to regenerate mainly the berry crop, and it's been super productive. So all the trees, the dead trees, have died either from the fire or a combination of the fire and girdling, where they cut around the base of the tree to kill it, so that the field here doesn't become a forest over time. That's the natural succession I've talked about in past videos, where when there's a major disturbance like a forest fire or a clear cut, the pioneer species take over, and in this case it's blueberries, moss, and ferns mainly. Very, very acidic here. So those are the species that are in the ground and ready to pop up as soon as there's disturbance, which allows that sunlight to hit the plants. So there's a lot of photosynthesis and then high production of berries in this case. So many berries, I'm actually getting full, but you also get covered in blue stain from the berries. And what I want to show down here though is the diversity. So in the blueberry plants themselves, they are not self-fertile, so they cross-pollinate with their neighboring plants. So what you end up with is a very diverse variety of blueberry plants, so different textures, sizes of berries, different foliage, leaf shape and color. Berry taste, very significantly different from plant to plant, but not plant to plant in say this little patch right here. This is all going to be clones likely. So you get one parent plant that grew, let's say, from a seed from that cross pollination, and then it spreads through the roots, rhizomes, and shoots up new shoots all the way surrounding that plant. So you end up with a great big area of clones, and that's likely what this is. It's all about the same height, same berry shape, texture, color, and flavor. But you can venture out just in any direction here and see the plant shape change a little bit, and the berry shape and color change, but different parent plants than the ones right here. It's quite interesting. Now these wild blueberries are very different from the ones that I have all around my homestead, where I've planted the highbush blueberries, which is it was a selection hybridization that happened back in the early 1900s to commercialize them and then spread them throughout the world. So you can grow blueberries in a lot more locations than they grow wild. Predominantly this one here, Vaccinium angustifolium, that is this main species in this area, my section of Ontario, Canada, and this species generally is from here east and down into Maine. So eastern Canada and down into Maine. So wild blueberries that you buy in a store likely came from those areas. So Quebec, New Brunswick, PEI, Nova Scotia. Lots of wild ones in Nova Scotia, lots of wild bushes in Newfoundland, huge fields like this, but I'm not sure if they're commercialized. But Maine provides about 40% of the world's wild blueberries, and Canada produces the majority of the rest of them. And most of those are frozen so that they can be shipped around the world, and they are harvested from fields exactly like this. So most farms would be wild stands that they basically manage. It's not a 2-year cycle, so every second year they would burn the field like this, or prune it, or maybe even just mow it down, and then the second year they would get a major production. This field was burned last year. Well, I think it was last spring, can't remember the month, but spring of 2023, and now we're in July of 2024. This crop's a little bit early this year because everything has had a really good growing season. So the bears are in here like crazy. I know there was 5 of them here the other night. I haven't seen any today, but I'm going to keep seeing if I can film some.